say you. Alright guys, what's up? So right now this is LiL DV. I know you guys have been requesting the podcast. And so for today we got Wilmer and William.
The Bio Bros.
Yeah, so they're my two twin cousins. The song I made a song about them, graduation. I'm gonna pull that up. Go watch that. And
It's great.
So right now I want to say, like, thank you for all the support you guys have given me, and like all the help, for everything that you guys have, really helped me and supported me throughout these, even though I'm not really that famous yet, I feel like a part of me is really happy for you guys, supporting this, So let's now that I said that, let's get this podcast started.
Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's go.
So first thing I want to talk about is about the new book that's coming out. So, like, there's a new book coming out. You know that?
So, I have a little question, Lil DV. What is this book about?
So it's going to be about...
just to interrupt, we're going to be drinking and snacking on some Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, yeah. If you guys want...
Big shout out to the Raspberry Watermelon Refresher.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts sponsor us.
Don't copyright me, too.
Sponsor us.
Don't copyright,
Sponsor. Okay. So... Yeah, all right, so the book is going to be about, like, a watch. And then this watch,
like an Apple Watch?
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe in the future, but...
You have to read it to find out.
Yeah, you got to read it to find out. All right, but this watch is a watch that could take you back to the past. And so this man has the watch, and his daughter keeps dying. And he has to try to find a way to save his daughter and make sure that she doesn't die.
You know what? There's a lot of stories very similar to that, and let me turn this down as I talk.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stories that are similar to that, and all of them like really hit the heart like hard because it's just like the idea really behind it is
overwhelming,
always like,
because you're like, oh, I really want to like save my loved one, and then
So
that'd be we got thunder stories.
As we get interrupted by thunder, would you say your genre, the book, would be in the genre of sci-fi?
I guess so. Yeah, I would. I believe I would put it in sci-fi.
All those sci-fi novelist lovers.
I put it in kind of a mystery because a mystery fiction, because like there's gonna be a lot of mystery throughout the book, and I feel like that's really what's gonna really get the people to keep reading it, to be like, oh, I want to keep reading this book, because it's just like when there's a mystery and you want to keep reading to find out what's gonna happen.
Who doesn't like a good mystery?
Exactly.
If you don't, get off my
question to you is there anything in your life that kind of brought inspiration to the story, or did you see something else that kind
basically,
of brought you to that?
No, I liked making books before I even liked singing. Books were what brought me into singing. Yeah. So like I always liked to write. I had, I think, like 10 little tiny books, when I was younger I used to make little books. And then I would make them just like for fun. And then after I'd see like, oh, I can make poems. I like to make poems.
Yeah, and I can tell that like in your lyrics, you're very poetic.
Yeah.
And it comes through in your songs. So
with a little bit of love, a little bit of sadness, something like that. So that's what
hurt you. Who hurt you?
So somebody heard me.
You find out in the book.
Find out in the book. Yeah. Pre-order.
All right. So yeah, something did someone did break my heart.
Oh man,
we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. All right, so
it's happy vibes.
Yeah, happy vibes. Sorry. So yeah. So basically, yes. I started doing poems, and then after, I said, oh, this like kind of rhymes. I'm gonna make a beat. Not even a good beat because I'm not a good beat maker. I'm a good singer. So I did like a little beat, and I started like rapping to it, and I was like, I really like this. So then I started, making like some songs, not even posting them, and then one of my teachers had a name called Mr. Oh my gosh, my voice cracks. Mr. Bergen.
Mm-hmm, right.
Mr. Bergen sounded like another song. I don't even know.
Now, can you disclose what type of teacher he was to you?
He was a math teacher. And he really was like, right, even today, like it's the end of school year, mm-hmm. And I know I'm really gonna miss, like, even he made like a little, like a disc, signed LiL DV. It was really lit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I feel like that's when like I'm like, oh, this man.
Shout out to Mr. Bergen.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Bergen. Because without Mr. Bergen, I would not have started my
Yeah, he gave you like the stepping stone into the music.
Right. Talking about singing. There's a problem. and I think you guys know already that I'm not gonna be able to sing anymore.
So Diego or LiL DV, why is that the case?
So I don't know. Basically, my friend is moving, and like
don't go.
Yeah,
you
please
gotta
stay. And because like I think his grandma died or something, and so like they just want to start something new, and so like I'll read out like
how does your friend help you in your songs?
he makes the beats for me.
He makes the beats for you.
So right now I only have Wilson, which is one of my other beat makers, but he's like only one, and so like it's gonna like probably take a long time for another song to come out. But once it does, it might not sound the same, but trust me, I'll make it work.
And what's the creative process when you work with your beat maker? Is it kind of like together?
Yeah. It's like a together field. Right. Like I don't never do this by myself. That's why I always say in my songs, I'm never by myself. Amen. Although I say like I'm all alone but not alone. I always say that because like although I might feel alone sometimes, I know that there's always like people, even with you guys, even with you guys, like I'm never alone.
Right.
So. Yeah,
so it'll be like you could maybe find another beat maker, but it wouldn't be the same with who you have.
All those producers out there, the beats. We need someone
if you're interested. You got talent.
Trust
me,
go listen to my songs, and if you like them,
here.
Check me out. All right, so now I want to talk about the future of my vlogs. What's gonna be going on with like my future?
For LA Boys
Vlogs. Yep, that's the name.
So I see that you've been getting a lot of hype on YouTube, which is great.
Yeah.
But we want to organize the 4 LA Boys vlogs a little bit more now, right?
Yep.
So what are you thinking there?
So then now, as you see, we're making the first podcast. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna post this one. This is the last video I'm gonna be posting on the 4 LA Boys. I don't actually know. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So but what's gonna happen?
Still up in the air.
I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, for you guys to know, I'm going to be separating the channels, so like right. I'm gonna be putting the music, like I'm just gonna say 4 LA Boys music, 4 LA Boys vlogs, 4 LA Boys podcast.
You know what? I think that's a great idea because it makes it nice and organized.
Yeah,
and you can gather up a little bit more following that way because maybe someone might not like music per se, but they love a podcast.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh yeah,
because they get to know you better. So
right, and then if someone like wants to see like what I do also, because also I don't want it to be that unorganized where there's music on my vlogging channel, and then they're like, oh, like, what is this man doing? He's unprofessional, and I kind of am unprofessional because like it's just like that, but I try my best. And
we always try to improve.
Oh, talking about channels also, I'm gonna start my gaming channel soon. So
those gamers out there.
Yeah, those gamers, whoever, trust me, I'm really good. I'm gonna be playing Fortnite, GTA, Call of Duty. Whenever GTA 6 comes out, hit me up, give me the game for free. I'm gonna be playing that too. And yeah, so basically that's pretty much it for like the channels, like talking say. So now we'll be talking what I'm gonna be doing for like the summer.
All right. So we got still got a lot of summer left, fellas.
So
a lot of summer left.
For the summer, I'm gonna be doing my landscaping job, which I'm gonna be vlogging about. I'm gonna be doing landscaping, which if you don't know, because you guys are too young, landscaping is no, I'm just kidding. Landscaping is when you go to like somebody's house, it's like kind of gardening, kind of like mowing lawns, something like that.
It's a tough job.
Really is.
Very labor intensive.
Summer vibe. 4 LA Boys merch is coming out also in the summer. That's gonna be really lit. If you guys want to cop it, I'll give you some.
You know what? I might actually cop.
And then
do you have like a saying or like a motto you want to put on one of the shirts? Do you have something in mind?
All I want to say, you're not gonna understand it until you watch my vlogs. Diego hacks. Yeah. You're gonna see. If you watch my vlogs.
We're not talking life hacks.
No, not life hacks. Diego hacks.
The next level.
Diego hacks. All right. Let me see what else I have to say. So also this summer I'm gonna be working out a lot, and the reason I say that is because recently these days I've been getting a little bit fatter. Not even saying like like
he's adding me right
advanced
now.
terms.
I can't
He's
tell.
telling me I'm
Honestly,
fat right
can't
now.
No, but
Can't tell.
so basically, I'm gonna be doing like cause I've been eating mad junk food, playing video games. I've been going on my bike a little bit. Yeah,
Hey,
even
don't-
this.
don't
You
look.
see this? You see
Don't
this?
look. Don't look. Don't look.
All right, so
Eat healthy. Eat healthy.
We're not a good at experience.
Influence.
Influence. That's what I meant to say.
all right, so
So you want to work out. What is it that you want to? What do you want to do? Are you going to do chest? Are you going to do a full body workout?
Do you want to like gain weight? Oh, that's what
I already do. He just dropped his
your medical clipboard.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna be doing. I already do a lot of cardio. If I show you my legs, which I can, because it's
This guy's got a lot of energy. So
I got a lot of energy, but now I'm gonna start working on my upper body. Because this is going down a little bit, and then like my stomach. So we're gonna work, on abs, arms, back, and then that's pretty much it for like the summer, kind of.
All right. So basically, he's gonna work hard, and he's gonna work and improve himself. So I like the summer plan. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
This is something else you guys really want to hear. I want to be starting my cartoon. I'm making a cartoon. So right now I have a lot
animation right here.
Animation,
Spider-Verse.
Now,
So-
if you follow him on the social media, you would have seen that he did put out a little announcement looking for some animators.
on my TikTok for LA Boys Vlogs. Go search it up. I'm going
plug in. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be making a cartoon. I already have a lot of voice actors, but whoever wants to help me edit, hit me up in the comments. Be like, I want to edit, something like that, and then you could be a really good editor, But yeah, so the cartoon is gonna be based about like a kid who gets bullied at school, and then he gets like these abilities, like he gets powers.
Wow.
And I don't know what these powers are yet, because I'm working on it.
Can he? Do you know if this character can he summon the power at will, or is it something he doesn't know about yet?
He doesn't know about it. He's gonna be like, and then I feel like he's gonna find something like a little thing that just pops up on the ground glowing, and then he's like, oh, what's this? And then it's gonna speak to him. And then the problem with this though is that he's gonna turn evil. And because it's a really good message, because you say like, you can't really, trust everything, because the thing that's going to be calling him is going to be like, oh, pick me up. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to help you with these
Very
bullies.
deceiving.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is that his friends are going to try to make him, a good person. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it for the cartoon.
like
Very
that.
compelling.
I like that.
Marvel, better watch out. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Now I need to tell you, don't copyright me. No, all right, now, if you guys want to skip to the next thing I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to put the time for the next thing right here, because this is going to be a little bit scary for those who get scared easily. I'm going to be talking about my ghost and about you guys also, if you have any ghost or demon encounters. We'll be talking about that.
I just need a little bite of my
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna
vanilla
need
sprinkled donut.
my burger.
Intermission for donut.
I said burger.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Oh gosh. Oh, cheers. By the way, Boston cream, best donut in the world. If you don't like it, then you suck.
Whoa! We can't be telling the fans that.
All right, guys. So,
All right,
we're gonna start.
We gave you enough time. I hope you're ready.
Be sure to brace yourselves.
All right. So, this is really crazy, and it got my family to think that there actually is. For a long time we've been thinking that there's might be a ghost or something in their family, because
In your house, maybe in the house building, like the building itself, or in your circle of family.
the house.
Oh, okay.
So basically, a couple years ago, so our family gets a lot, and I mean a lot of sleep paralysis. Like, I'm telling you, it's not just an on and off thing, which a lot of people just get sleep paralysis. Like, oh, all right. No, we get it.
Wait, do you want to disclose what sleep paralysis is?
Yeah.
So, sleep paralysis, for someone who might not know what it is, it's basically when you feel like you have woken up, but you physically can't move, or at least you try to move, but you can't move your body. So it's almost like you're trapped inside your own body,
Mm-hmm.
and mentally you're awake, but your body is not awake yet. So you're kind of.
And sometimes, my bad.
Go ahead.
Sometimes you could also see stuff in your sleep paralysis, like something crazy.
Right.
So I need to explain to you. A couple of years ago, I think like 4 or 3 years ago, I woke up. This is I think when it started, and it was the first time like I was just ready to go to sleep. No, I woke up. My bad. I'm sorry. I woke up. And then I kept hearing like noises, right? Like, really, really weird noises, but like talking or like laughing, like talking and laughing. And I didn't know what it was. I was like, hello, because it was only me and my mom, and it sounded like a man's voice. So I thought someone broke in. I was like, whoa, what? And so I started like checking around, and there was nothing. So then after, I was like, all right, whatever. We went past the day. I don't remember what I did because, it was long ago. I don't even remember the scary stuff because, it was traumatizing.
Yeah.
I go to sleep, and then there's this, like, I'm in bed. Tell me why all the lights are off. I see a man on the top of my door, like this. I blink like this. He's still there. Doesn't matter how much I blink. I see him. And then
Can you describe this man real quick?
it was like no face. It was like a shadow.
It was a shadow.
Yeah, like a whole like moving shadow
what
like
he's
this.
probably talking about is the phenomenon of the shadow people. No, it's true. It's something that's gotten a lot of popularity.
Okay.
People have seen these, sightings of the shadow people where, they're in their bedrooms and then they think that it's just a shadow, but then they might see like this apparatus move or, it's in the face, in the shape of a person.
So he was on this door. Now, was he on your side?
Now,
on your...
It looked like was he clinging onto the door?
He was but like he was a tall, like I'm telling you, like 7 foot, 8 foot man,
So
like this.
Abnormal.
And so let me tell you that after I just see him, I blink so many times, close my eyes, open them, he's still there. I see him going like this, and I know I'm awake. I feel everything. Like I feel like when I get up, like I'm awake. But I see this guy like this. He touches the ground and he turns into mist, and he just disappears. I'm like, what just happened?
Whoa,
I go screaming to my mom, start crying. She's like, "Oh, it was probably a dream." Although I know it wasn't a dream because we already had a lot of encounters before too. So
and in these previous encounters, did you see that same like shadow figure?
Yes, the exact same person. And then
that's crazy, man.
One other night, this one was weird. It was a man with eyes popping out like this. And like just like this, like open big eyes,
goosebumps.
And then like a big mustache, and he was just like, just looking at me, and that was like it looked like a real face. Like I'm telling you, a real face. Right. It was like this, and so I'm like, no, I can't do this, right?
Bro,
I go to sleep, and then I have a sleep paralysis dream about the guy. He walks into my room, and then he looks at me. He goes like this, right? But this time it was a different guy. A guy painted with white paint. All like his face was painted white paint, blood coming out of his mouth. And then he goes to me. He goes like this, lays on me, and starts patting my head. And I can't move because I'm like this. I'm like this, like breathing. And since it's sleep paralysis, I hear so much noises around me. Boom, boom. Couldn't breathe. Nothing. Just like this. And so then he like moves me, puts me down, and like he's moving me, and then he grabs my feet and pushes me off the bed. It's still sleeping though, and so I'm like, whoa, like yeah, this is scary, right? All right, sorry for that, guys. Something like this out. All right, but let's go back to what I was saying. So yeah, it's really like it was really scary. So he pulled me off of the bed. I'm like what? Like all right, but anyways, so after that. I went like I just went back to sleep because after I just screamed at you, told my mom, she told me to go back to sleep. I go to sleep and then I wake up in the morning and then I go to get like a drink of water. Tell me why? I barely turn, I just go like this, and by the corner of my eye I see a person. And then I turn all the way because I was so scared there was nobody there. I'm like, what? Like, what did I just see? Like, that was so, like, I'm telling you, like, that made no sense. So I went to my mom. She was like, oh, it's probably because you didn't sleep. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I did sleep. And so right now I was like, oh, they're probably going to say that just to make me feel better. Although it didn't make me feel better. It made me feel worse because you know, I didn't have anybody, you know, to, you know, tell me. So then, after I was like gonna go. This was like a week later. I was gonna go downstairs, and I see a whole figure go boom, fly past the stairs. I'm like, whoa, that's just so scary. Like I was like what? No, and then I was like, whatever, you know. I just went past it again, and then this time, like a couple weeks after that, or I think it was like a month later, we went to what's that place called, New Jersey, for you know, to just go there. It was me and then my other tios, and then it was just like, you know, we just went there for fun, and then we were sleeping in the hotel, and then it was like late. I'm telling you, like late. It was like 12, I think, or 1 in the morning,
Okay.
and then
Very prime ghost activity hour.
yeah, and so basically what happened is I see a lady in a wheelchair, a little kid grabbing onto the lady, a tall man, and then a woman, and then they were just like moving, like, and then the lady in the wheelchair was here, and the kid was here, and then everybody else was just walking around, and then I tell me why I was
Were they like standing still looking at you?
yeah, the lady in the tower was just like this, just staring right at me. And so I say, Mom, turn on the lights. And she was like, no, like it's late. Why are we gonna turn on lights? And so I was like, turn on the lights. I see somebody. They're like, there's nobody there. And then I started crying. I was like, turn on the lights. I was like, turn on the lights. Like I see something. Like even you could go ask them. Like, bro, they're gonna be like, yeah, because I'm like, whoa. So they're like, please turn on the lights, please. And then they just weren't listening. So then no matter how much, the same thing with the shadows over my house, I close my eyes, open them, they're still there. And so I just had to sleep through it, but I'm telling you, it was the most scariest thing ever. Knowing that there was like something looking at me, and then like I try to turn it on, and then like, you know, I did it. Wow. So then I wake up.
Let me cut you off real quick. I'm curious. So with all these, it sounds like you have a lot of like activity going on.
A lot.
So are you kind of like interested to do videos where you kind of like?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
So I need to talk about
a little
that.
bit more.
So basically, that I started to, you know, search for more things. Be like, why am I seeing so many like ghosts, you know, around me? Like, is it like a spiritual thing? Like, is it like my family members or whatever? Turns out that there's these things that they call, I don't remember what they call it. I don't remember the name. I'll put it up there if I do remember. But let me see. Let me sec. I'm trying
So
to.
these people, they just have like a more in tune like sense to spirits and stuff.
I'm gonna show you right now what it's called.
See. So in the meantime, as he looks that up, I just want to ask you.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
do you feel that do you have belief in these experiences? Do you think they are there's some truth in them? Or
His stories specifically, or
just in general?
in general,
Are you a believer of the paranormal?
I am a believer of an afterlife. Yes.
Oh, okay. There you go. Sorry, guys.
I am a believer of that.
So
Put it in the record book.
it's called medians, which means that I might be a median.
Mediums.
When I could see, like, you know,
Yeah, they're
ghosts
more
or like,
sense
you know,
to-
something. But I started researching more what that was, and a lot of like people, you know, that are medians, they don't even understand. Even like though I'm a kid, I know more because they're over here like they're like, oh yeah, it means I can see ghosts and what they're doing right now, which is a lie. What medians really are is they can see ghosts, but they're not gonna see because their spirit is already gone. It's just their body that stays in the grave. You already know that, but it's like the images of them like on repeat. So it keeps happening over and over. Like if they died, like in a place, it's them walking like this, or like if they like had a heart attack or whatever, and they're just like standing there. You know, it's just like really like something like when they died. It's that they're like, you know, keeps rewinding. And so like yeah, it's not really like, oh, I see a ghost, like, oh, he's right there, he's watching us and he's following us. No, it's like their image before when they were alive, and that's what medians do see. And so that's what I'm seeing, and it's really like, you know, it's really kind of, you know, makes me connect with like, you know, a lot of other stuff because I could feel like oh, like I could feel for other people, and then because sometimes it's really crazy. I go to some places, but it's like weird because for me it mostly happens like in like dark, I could see a little bit more and something like that. But honestly, it doesn't really scare me that much as it did before. Because before I even had to like couldn't even sleep in the dark, which is pretty common. But it was really different for me.
Do you feel like you have? Excuse me. Do you feel like you have like a purpose with this like medium power that you have?
I mean,
power's not the best word, but like this ability that you say you have. Do you feel like you are now responsible for, I don't know, using that power to help others, or maybe to I don't know, prove something?
I feel like it doesn't. I mean, I feel like it could help me to make like it really helps me focus way better, like to make books, like for example.
You like I could them as inspiration.
Be like, oh, I see this, like, and then I could like, if I go to a place, which I'll be talking because I just forgot about that. Sorry guys. I'm gonna be making a ghost hunting channel, so I'm gonna be going to like abandoned places, and like seeing for ghosts. And so that's gonna be but so we're gonna be doing that. But
seems like he's got a lot on his plate, but
a lot,
and a lot of energy.
All right, but so I was gonna say that could really help my like making books. So I could go somewhere, and then if I see a ghost, I could search up the people that live there, people who died or whatever, and then they could give me inspiration for a book. You know what I mean? All right, well that's enough for the demon and all the ghost story things.
Section.
And wait, unless you guys want like having any encounters.
Ooh. Well, like my brother here, he is a believer. I would say.
Wait, are you a believer?
No, that's a good question, Diego. I believe that there is something that
something out there,
something that there is merit in these experiences. I don't think that they're just completely false or that they are just being made up. But I struggle to believe some of the descriptions that might be in some of the experiences. So I think I'm on the fence between believer and non-believer.
Right, but like also let me give you like to make you believe a little bit more. Just like you're saying, oh, there's so much videos that are fake. Like how am I gonna know it's real, right?
Yeah.
That's just saying. But also like there's so many like also normal things that people fake. Like
that's very true.
Saying, oh, there's the dog that's like was killed or something and then it wasn't killed. Like they're like, oh. Like like just like for clout, they're like, oh, this happened.
That's a different.
And then be like, oh, my dog was killed or something like that, and then it wasn't.
Or clickbait.
Yeah, right. And then so like, really, there's like so much clickbait. I clickbait, but I'm just kidding. All right, so yeah.
But basically, I don't really have off the top of my head, I don't really have like an experience or anything like that. But I don't think that it's not necessarily true. So I'm on the fence. We'll leave it at that.
How about you?
For me, I am a believer of the afterlife, and I do believe that your spirit after you die can in some way like be a presence in other people's lives, whether that be in like a form of a demonic like haunting, or just like being around the family. Like there could be good and bad, right? There could be good and bad. Like there could be like our ancestors right now could be listening to this podcast before you guys even listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, but that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Right? So I do feel like I believe in the afterlife and just like for good or bad, there can be spirits.
So, never mind. I just said that.
Never mind what.
I just said that we were done with the demonic stories.
Oh, he has another story.
I have to say something else.
He has another story.
Recently, I think like last year, 2 years ago, one of my uncles, you guys know him, Tio Beto, right? He died.
Oh, yeah.
And that was really sad. What's weird, I was in school. Oh, no, my bad. I had a dream about him. And then he was calling my name. And I don't know why. I've never seen him when he was younger because he died old. Rest in peace, Tio Beto. But he died old, but he died like had a good life. But I've never seen him when he was younger, and then I knew it was him somehow. It was him when he was younger,
It
and
felt familiar.
he was calling me to him, and he was just like saying stuff. I don't remember what he said exactly, but he was talking to me, and I was like,
So
"Whoa!"
see, that's exactly what I mean. Like that's probably his way of saying
Right.
like goodbye, because maybe he didn't get the chance to say goodbye.
Yeah,
you know?
he didn't. I was just
so, like,
remember.
there's signs and stuff.
I met him when he was older, but I felt so connected to him. Like I was like, oh, this is my Theo, and like I love him. And it was really sad when he left, But I feel like he came to me because he was like, oh, this kid really loves me. He's part of my family. I have to say goodbye. And so he did. And I was like, I feel like also he was like, oh, and this kid also could see some like more of like the spiritual things. So maybe I should tell him or something like that. And then before I go, and I actually felt like that's something else that it feels nice knowing that somebody else cares for me.
Right.
And so
just to disclose, I think Dio Beto is actually like your dad's Dio.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's not your Dio. So it's
sorry guys. No, so we were just trying to repeat what we said because it paused. I don't know what's happening. We might have to keep doing this, but all right. So he was saying that it might be like like
So like we have a name for someone, but his name is Dio Beto, but it's not like
our Theo. Yeah, it's like he's my dad's Theo. But if you don't know what Theo is, Theo means uncle. Yeah. But yeah, so he's my dad's uncle. But all right.
Just to wrap that up,
I still consider him my family.
Right. I'm not saying he's not. But,
yeah.
But so just to wrap it up, I do feel like the spirits have that type of power, like you were saying. So,
right.
So it's if you ever feel that, just know, like, if you ever feel like some presence, it could be a good thing.
Good presence, yeah.
And just look for like signs, and that'd be a cool thing. So. And
also, I was gonna say this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about demons. I mean, not. Sorry.
Nah, bro. Nah. All right. Go ahead. All right, little break from LiL DV. And let's end it. No demons.
He's not. I didn't mean he's a demon. I was saying like ghost spiritual stuff. Like your spirit. Oh, all right. Continue. All right.
So what is that last topic?
All right. So wait. So the last thing I want to say about the like spirits thing is so I had a friend. He's like he's older than me. He was like I think like 50 or like 60 or whatever. But I called him my friend because I knew him for so long. He like no like.
How old are you?
I'm 13. No, but can I say something? No, like he was friends with my family. Like he's my mom and dad's friend.
Oh, okay.
But like he would always come to me, give us like presents and stuff. Be like, oh, like we treat him like family. I'd call him like my uncle. I'd be like, oh, he's like really close to us. Like he was like family. And so. What happened was this, he died, right? And then, it was really sad, but, what's it called? I was going on my bike ride. I was going, like, on my bike. And then, my bike was facing this way. And then,
real quick, do you wear a helmet while you are on your bike?
All the time.
Right, good.
Wear your helmets, yeah.
First.
So, I was facing this way. And then I was gonna turn my bike to like turn it around. As I was turning it around, I see my the guy that we call him Don Joaquin. Yeah. That was my aunt, by the way. Alright, so we call him Don Joaquin. That's what we call him. So yeah, that's what we call him. But so I was gonna go to turn around and I see him waving at me. And I'm like, whoa. Like I came running to my house so like whoa, like on my bike, by the way. But I was like I just saw I was telling my mom, oh, I just saw him. I just saw
where you saw him, did it have somewhat of a connection to where he was before?
Yes, it did. It did have a connection. He lived by there, and then he died. Like this was like I think the next day after he died. Yeah. So he died by a heart attack. So it was really, really sad. But I have my memories, and it was really, really cool when I got to see him for the last time. And it was lit. But I'm gonna wrap it up for that. So I'm gonna be talking now about how I'm going to be starting playing football next year.
Ooh, very
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, hold up. So we gotta break this down because we live in America, and people, for our viewers over there in Europe,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna think football is
American
different.
football.
So we're
So
talking American football here.
this,
Although I don't know if you see that, like, I respect and love football as in like soccer, but football, exactly, the beautiful game. But American football is like I as well. You know what I mean? Like it's I, and that's what he's gonna be doing.
So, Diego, I have a question for you.
I don't know my position.
No, that's not the question.
Oh.
But now he just wanted to let you guys know he has no position. But
On the
my
bench.
question is, what made you decide that you wanted to play football?
So this whole year I've been playing with like my friends.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, I really got more into the sport. I played after school sometimes. I'd be like, oh, I like it. I really like the sport, and it got me to play it a little bit more. So yeah, I just really started to do it.
I have a question for you. Are you aware that football is the sport that has one of the highest injury rates? Are you worried about that at all?
No, I'm actually not. You know what? Because you know what they say, every dog has his day. So
Who says that? Actually, who says that?
24 gold.
24 carat.
24 golden.
24 golden.
So
24 golden. Okay. I've never heard
shout out to
24K golden. All right, so
never heard him, but it's okay. No, it's fine.
So yeah,
maybe one day he'll be 25 golden.
25 golden. Yeah, maybe. But we're not up to that part yet. All right, so I have one more topic, and then we're gonna be talking about a little bit more stuff, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream. So last thing, or actually, I have one thing after this, or actually, you know what? Let me just do it right now. Oh yeah,
Give the fans what they want, bro.
yeah. So I'm gonna start my comedian show. I'm gonna become a comedian too.
This is, I think, one of your best ideas that you've
Right.
had.
Yes.
Right. So
if you haven't yet,
those of you who don't know me, those of you who know me, you know how funny I am, how much comedian jokes I have. I just make jokes out of nowhere. Like I just make anything funny. Like this straw is a straw, I drink out of it. That's funny for you.
that is very funny. Now,
It's so funny.
Now, also, if you haven't realized, on this channel, he's got multiple skits. So I was just gonna say, do you think you're gonna make more skits in the future in your comedy channel?
Wait, skits? What skits?
So skits is
like,
something like La Rosa de Guadalupe.
Oh,
parody.
right.
Right.
I just only made one.
Now, he's got one posted, but he's got multiple in the works.
In the works.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Let's keep it PG here. Now,
Yeah. I'm gonna mute what he said.
So basically, I was just gonna ask: are you thinking of maybe posting some of those in the future, or working on new comedy skits? What's the comedy channel gonna look like?
All right. So basically, I'm gonna be going to like restaurants and places. And I'm gonna be just like being a comedian, talking about stuff that like funny things happen in my life, and like there's just so much funny stuff that happened to me, like there's like sorry, sorry, but there's been so much funny stuff. Like
now, the only thing I gotta say about that is you just gotta be careful with the
what I say.
With what you say, in an open setting,
and what you do in a public setting.
Exactly. Yeah. But hey, we're all fans.
It's only funny until it's not.
So we're all fans, and we're gonna be posted and take a look for that comedy channel. All right.
Yeah.
So what else would you like to talk about?
I got ice in my mouth.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna talk about a little ice in his mouth. So something that ice in his mouth. Post Malone. He's got that 24 karat toothache. That's ice in his mouth.
All right, guys. So
all right.
Now, last thing I want to say to you guys is what do you guys think about the merch that I'm making? Like, is it really like? What do you guys think about the prices and everything?
The merch is something that I took a look at the designs that he's got on display, And my favorite one is actually the LiL DV because the font with the LiL DV on it, it is amazing. I think it's very simple, very clean. And I would wear that on a night out. Something something clean.
Right.
By the way, there's gonna be shorts coming out.
You gotta make sure to pair the shorts with the shirts.
Yeah, and then the shirts with the shorts.
To be a prime DV fan.
Whoever has any opinions or like anything you guys want to do, then whatever you guys want me to do in the what's it called, like future of my vlogs or anything. If you have any opinions, then put it in the comments.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna definitely take a listen. Gonna delegate a little bit,
Right.
see which ones
Yeah.
are the best for the channel.
Didn't tell you guys this. You guys are gonna be my mods.
Wow.
I don't want that job.
All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the podcast. So see you guys in the next podcast, in the next video. And peace.
I just want to say, before we end this, you kind of ended already. What an honor it is to be with Lil DV himself.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And this guy, super talented. Make sure to follow him on all socials. Make sure to give this a like. And
take a look at the link in the description for all his socials.
Right.
And then, just keep it posted. Make sure you hit that bell so you're notified for every time he's posted.
Love and support is always appreciated. Any feedback you want, we will read them and we will get back to you. So,
and we will support Lil DV.
We're going to wish him the very best. There's a lot of things to come with Lil DV. And go watch all those things, bro.
All right. See you guys on the next podcast.
Peace.